Hello everyone, welcome back to this side of life, and if you're new here, welcome and thank you all for joining me today. This is my first attempt at moving around with the camera, so bear with me. As you can see, today I am in a different location. I am in Toronto, Canada. In today's video, I am going to be talking about coming to Canada, moving to Canada, and the journey so far and the lessons that I have learned. It is very appropriate that I am doing this today because I am in Toronto, Canada. It was almost exactly 23 years ago that I landed here in Canada. Let me show you some of the sights outside my hotel room. There is the concrete jungle that is in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and that's the CN Tower. So let's talk about coming to Canada and some of the lessons that I have learned over this 23 years. The first thing I would like to say is that when you want to do anything, in life, especially, something as big as uprooting yourself from where you grew up, where you lived all your life, and going to another place entirely that's foreign and where you will be a stranger, you should know why you are doing that. It is very important to know your why. And don't just be like those people who keep up with the Joneses. Like, oh yeah, everybody's immigrating to Canada or Australia or wherever, and yeah, I want to do it as well. You need to know your why. It is your why that's going to keep you, because it is not an easy road. It's an up and down road, and it's a difficult road, like leaving everything you know and going to a strange place. So it is your why that will keep you going. I've heard many people's whys, like they would say, oh, I'm going because of my children, or I'm going for economic opportunity. Some people are going because of education, and they have a plan, and they have a why. So the first thing I would say is know your why. For example, for me, 23 years ago, we were young, newlyweds, and we wanted to see the world. We wanted to go on an adventure and see what's out there, succeed, out there in the world. And that was our why. It was because of ourselves. Like, this was something that we decided by ourselves and decided that we wanted to do. We wanted to not limit ourselves, not limit our opportunities, and go out there into the world and see what we can do. Like Julius Caesar said, like, Veni, Vidi, Vici, that is come, see, and conquer. So that was our why. That's why we came to Canada. So know your why, because that why is going to sustain you, and it's going to take you through the ups and the downs and keep you strong when the going gets tough. Okay, number 2. The second thing, I would like to say that I've learned is that when you want to take that kind of leap, a big leap like that, you need to be prepared, pray, and plan. The Bible says, who is it that builds a house and does not sit down first and count the cost? So you need to sit down and count the cost. Where should I go? Which city should I go? What am I going to do when I get there? What is my profession? How can I transfer my skills? What is the weather like? What are the people like? And things like that. So, like for us, I remember when we went, because we had to go to Ghana. Back then, they didn't have a high commission in Nigeria that interviewed immigrants. So we had to go to Ghana. And I remember the lady that was interviewing us was like, "Oh, you know it's very cold in Canada, right?" We said, yeah, we know, we know it's cold. We know it's cold. But we did not know how cold it was. But at least we found out and we knew that it was going to be cold. So we were kind of expecting it to be cold. Even though when we got here, it was colder than we ever imagined. So, just be prepared, do your research. And nowadays, the internet is there. People can, go on the internet and find out anything at all. Like you can actually, this day and age, you can actually live a life as if you are living in another part of the world, because you know exactly what goes on everywhere because of the internet. So there's no excuse for you not to research and be sure of what you are about to do before you take the step. And of course, you need to pray. Like commit your ways into the hands of the Lord, and He will direct your paths. So, as children of God, we should always put God first and pray about it, and just be certain that this is something that is in God's plan for you, and you're not just copying other people. And then the third thing I want to talk about, like when you want to make this kind of big decision of immigrating to another country, is that you need to count the costs and be ready for change. So there's always a cost, in economics they talk about opportunity cost. There's always an opportunity cost. You cannot eat your cake and have it. Like you cannot be, for example, in Nigeria and have all the advantages and all the benefits of being in Nigeria, as well as being in Canada and have all the advantages and all the benefits of being in Canada. You have to count the costs. So when I was living in Nigeria, I actually had just gotten a job at one of the big oil and gas companies, and it's our visas came through at such a time that we just had to leave. We had to leave immediately. So I had to forgo that opportunity of working in that oil and gas company. And here I was, just got my employment letter actually, and I was now in Canada. And of course, in Canada, I did not have a job. We were just starting from scratch, and that is another thing. Like you have to be ready, to make the sacrifice to start in a new place. So we were just starting from scratch. So, I had the temptation, I'm not going to lie, to go back and take that job. But, like I said, I knew my why. Like, there's a reason why I'm here, and, I have prayed, and God is, backing me up, and so I have to stay and make it work. And so I had to forgo that job, and I had to write them actually a letter and say, I am declining the offer, which was very, very painful, I must tell you. It was really painful. But God has a way of working things out for us. And I'm gonna tell you more about, what happened, and where I am today and all that. But just to say that you need to count the cost. And first thing is, be ready for change. Some people, they leave their country of origin and they come, to another country, and they want to bring everything that they did in their country of origin. They want to bring it to the new country. They want to treat the new country like the old country. It just makes me remember Abraham in the Bible, who God said he should leave his country, and he was going to show him, he was going to take him even to the promised land. And I can imagine that, Abraham left everything that he had, everything that he knew, and he was looking forward to what God was going to do for him in this new land, in this new country. So also, if you are immigrating, if you decide to take that leap and you decide to leave your country and go to another country, then you need to be ready for change, because where you are coming from is different from where you are going. They are different. It's a different culture. It's a different mindset. It's a different different people, different rules and regulations. So you need to be open, for change. You need to be ready to adapt to your new environment, and just forget those things. Just like the Bible says, forget those things which are past and look forward to those things which are ahead. So that is what you need to do. That is the kind of mindset you need to be able to live in another country and thrive in another country. So yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm just going to say, here that when you are moving, when you want to immigrate, those things just keep in mind. Know your why, be prepared, pray, and do your research, and count the costs, and also be ready for change, and set your mind to adapt to your new environment and to the new reality that you find yourself as an immigrant. So I am going to cut it short here, and I will continue in the next video to talk about, the other lessons that I have learned, and also just share my experience of living as an immigrant in Canada. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos. Until the next time, do go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye.